This lesson will demonstrate how to add log sheet data from a longline trip into Toughman. We will also briefly look at the differences in data entry for the purse seine and pole and line fisheries. To enter our log sheet data, we first click on the log sheet button in the main menu, which opens us by default into the longline window. We'll click on the new trip button, which will open our data entry screen for log sheets. First of all, we'll select our batch ID. So we'll select our batch ID from the drop-down menu and then enter the vessel. We'll use the drop-down menu for that and select the Cheltenham. And you can see that Toughman automatically fields in some of the vessel attributes, of which 2 of these we can change. However, to change these is not recommended as they are obviously preset. Next, we move on to the EEZ catch only. Now, if you're going to enter full data from the log sheet, you unclick this button. However, we always assume that you will be entering only EEZ catches. Next, we enter our license or permit number. So we'll enter our permit number, KIT 00998L-04, and tab to the port of departure, which is Majuro, tab to the port of unloading, which is Majuro. Our primary target species recorded on the log sheet is big eye tuna. Our date of departure is the 1st of March 2009. Date of arrival in port is the 7th of March 2009. The first day on the log sheet, here we record the first day of fishing that was recorded on the log sheet, and that was on the 2nd of March 2009. Last day of fishing recorded on the log sheet was the 6th of March 2009. Number of hooks between floats is 25, and there are comments. If there are any comments written onto the log sheet, then we can enter them into this comments field. Now we don't have any, so we'll simply tab on to look at the daily log information. Now before we go enter our daily log, we'll quickly just comment on the link data box here in the middle. Now we're not going to enter this at the moment, as this will be discussed in a specific lesson on linking. So our next task is to enter the daily log information from the log sheet. For our example, we're simply going to enter the first day of fishing, which was the 2nd of March 2009. So the activity code we select is a set from our drop-down menu, and then we'll tab to the latitude, which we'll put in as 0310 north. We get the format correct, and that flips us automatically into the longitude field, which is 16640 east. And again, correct, so we get put straight into the set time window. The set time recorded on the log sheet was 0530 hours, and the number of hooks was recorded as 1800. And it was the first set for the day. Now if you note here under the EEZ, it's automatically picked up from the position that we gave it that we're inside the Marshall Islands EEZ. So to enter the catch for the day, we click on the button with the double arrow on it, and that opens up the species catch window for us. By default, Toughman stores 3 main species in this window: albacore, big eye tuna, and yellowfin. In the place of albacore, we're going to select shark. So from our drop-down menu, we can simply type in S and then select sharks identified. And we're simply going to put 1 shark in there, tab through at 50 kgs. Wasn't discarded, so we'll move on to big eye tuna. Big eye tuna on our log sheet were recorded as 8 for the day, with a total estimated weight of 320 kilograms. And then we'll put in our yellowfin tuna, of which there were 3, with a total estimated weight of 300 kilograms. So that records our first day of fishing. Now normally you would continue to enter the rest of the days for the trip, both fishing and otherwise, into the daily log and species catch sections of the data entry form. And once you've entered all the information on the log sheet, then you click and exit. Click Save and Exit to enter the details. At this stage we won't worry about checking our trip totals, as that is covered in a specific lesson later on. So we'll see we get a couple of messages alerting us to the fact that we haven't checked the catch, and then we're returned to the data list for log sheets, and you can see that our new record has been entered, that we didn't link it, and we discussed that, and we didn't check it at the end. Okay, so let's quickly look at the data entry screens for some other fisheries. In all cases, the header information is fundamentally the same, so we'll just highlight the differences in the log and species catch portions of the form. Let's first look at the purse seine fishery. And we'll edit a trip that's already in there. So the log for the purse seine form differs in recording the school association code, which is here, and the well numbers here. The catch is recorded in metric tons, and discards are recorded by number. The purse seine form differs from the others in having an extra window that records unloadings to cannery, cold storage, carrier or other vessel. So we'll cancel out of there, and we'll look at the pole and line data entry screen. The log for the pole and line form differs in recording whether the vessel had bait on board. So we have a bait on board field here, and in some cases an area grid may be available. That will depend on your country. The catch is recorded in the same manner as for the purse seine fishery. And that concludes our lesson.